I got to pause because something happened yesterday. No, excuse me, Tuesday night
Mm-hmm.
up in Baltimore. I had a lot of good friends that attended Morgan State University, and it was an event they was having. It was the convocation they have each and every year at all HBCUs for homecoming, where people
Mm-hmm.
come back and they kind of rededicate themselves to the university and alumni, and you have great speakers and all. So right after that, up in Baltimore, I mean on campus, Morgan State is a beautiful campus. Used to be my key school when I was an IBM guy. That's my key school.
Okay.
I recruit a lot of people come from that school to IBM here in RTP. But after the convocation, there was a shooting where five young people,
Mm-hmm.
including Morgan State's students, were shot Tuesday night on the campus in Northeast Baltimore, leading the school to cancel classes and homecoming festivities this week. Now, we're going to talk about that a little bit, but Pam, you had some other information about the situation in Morgan State, right?
Right. Well, I was just reading
Mm-hmm.
the last report that I saw from the Baltimore police, and so they said that they've not identified a suspect.
Mm-hmm.
But what they do believe that this is an incident that took place outdoors, so outside of the convocation, and it stemmed from a dispute between two groups.
Wow. It was interesting. A good buddy of mine again who attended there, he told me yesterday when they was looking for the guy, they was actually going inside the dorms, knocking on doors and telling all the students, raise your hands, whatever, because someone led me to believe that the shots came from the dorm.
Right. Well, what they also said
Which
is
is
now they're
weird.
not sure how many shooters it was
Right.
and
So-
how many weapons were fired.
See.
So that's probably the other reason why they had to do that. So now I kind of understand where they're going.
So in one day at Alabama A&M, they raised $1.4 million for homecoming. In one day. Like, I think Friday or something like that. I'll tell you. Anyway, so, and they still added up the dollars for their weekend.
Right. Okay.
So, and obviously, we know what's going on with people making stupid decisions with guns and things of that nature. The fear factor on campus. We just had one here in Chapel Hill, obviously.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But here's my question, and I'm not for or against or whatever. Does it make sense to cancel homecoming this one weekend that's significant to the university, and also apply this fear factor by being on campus versus having the homecoming, and we're not gonna let you, tamper our dreams and why we're here on this university. So I mean, I'm just curious how you feel about that, man.
Well, at first I was like, oh man, their homecoming is
Yes.
getting canceled. But as I research a little bit more, I think it's more about the fact that they haven't found the people that did this.
Sure. Okay.
So that's what it sounds like.
Okay.
And so I'll read his statement.
Go ahead.
So Morgan State President David Wilson said in a statement Wednesday afternoon that no classes will be held for the rest of the week. All the remaining events, which included homecoming events, that is, which included a concert, a parade, a football game, a gala, and more, are also canceled or postponed. So maybe that means that they'll come back at a different time and kind of redo their homecoming. But it's until the perpetrators of this tragic thing that happened has been found and put to justice.
Right.
That's what he said.
So for the people that's there, people travel. I mean, seriously, I couldn't be there because of Michael, but for the pictures, I'm talking about the Alabama A&M homecoming. For the pictures and everybody texted me, it was the best ever, right? And it's significant for the university. So there's some people in Baltimore right now that don't live in Baltimore, just travel cross country, and they're there. So I guess they have to just deal with it, huh?
So that I guess
Is it so
protection? If my child and just coming off of Naya just graduating,
right,
and me being the most paranoid mom,
you paranoid if it's raining on campus.
I would be appreciative that everything is canceled until they find again until they find the 1, 2, 3. We don't even know. They don't even know how many people were involved in the shooting that did the shooting. So until they find those people, I think I would be okay with homecoming activities being canceled. Because how do you police that? I mean, how do you know? It could be somebody with a student card.
It could be a student, yes. Yeah, exactly. But so the question is, in light of the tragedy, and fortunately nobody died. So
right. That's the blessing.
And I think that's why I may be leaning towards having homecoming, beefing up security, and having homecoming. Bring the National Guard in. Oh no, this is our homecoming. Hell, they right down the street. Hell,
he said they right down the street.
Can he bring it? Can he bring it the FBI? Can he bring it the Secret Service? No, I'm joking. Right. But my point is, and that's the question. In light of the situation that happened in Morgan State, should they have canceled the homecoming festivities and the football game? What impact that's going to be? I got to find out they're playing, because they may have to play that game, because if it's a conference game, that can impact them significantly.
Right.
Because
and I think that's why he used the word "or postponed."
Yeah, but you're going to impact other teams. Other teams.
Like, when will you play it? You have to put it on the end.
Yeah, it will have to be. That's a good point. Yeah, because you can't. It ain't like I play you on Thursday and turn around and play somebody else on Saturday.
Yeah, you have to put it at the end.
A-Town, find out who they play on Saturday for me. Who they were scheduled. Morgan State was scheduled to play this weekend. But first of all, I think they should have canceled.
You think they should or shouldn't?
They should. But
yes, they should.
But somebody listening to us right now may feel the way that what I said in light of what happened on campus. Maybe they still should move forward and don't let this situation deter you from being you, from living your life. Who they play? Okay, hell yeah, Stony Brook. Hell, they yeah, that's right. It's homecoming. They're gonna beat the doors off Stony Brook. Matter of fact.
Is that going to be, like you said, a game that can really impact them?
No. First of all, that game, first of all, they probably won't make that game up. I'm just telling you. But the other part about it, and I know how HBCUs, trust me, I know this for a fact, and all of them, even A&T was the one that, all of them, Hampton, all of them. The homecoming weekend money is very, very important.
Now that's what's impactful.
That's the impact,
the economic impact of not having homecoming.
Right. The economic impact, to the foundation, to the overall, revenue aspect for Morgan State, that could be impactful. So then you have to weigh whether or not it makes sense or not. Now, everybody will understand, but nobody. If it's my kid, yeah, I'm like, but in the final analysis, they didn't have life-threatening injuries in the situation. Mm-hmm. So does that constitute us canceling homecoming? I don't know. That's a question. Maybe
that's a good question.
Maybe that should be a poll question.
I say yes.
Yeah, I think it should be a poll question. And because,
I say cancel.
Yeah. And she say yes, and I'm saying I don't know yet. But I can lean towards why.
Now, if they, like I said, if they had him in custody, I would probably be okay with continuing on with homecoming activities.
Yes, sir.
Would it be 21 years old?
No, it's quite recent.
Oh, okay.
So the poll question can be found on X, formerly known as Twitter, through Buzz Sports Radio or the Sports Shop 1. And the poll question presented by Oak Grove Tech: in wake of the Morgan State University shooting, should Morgan State cancel their homecoming, yes or no? And 80% say no.
Interesting.